Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going somewhere a bit different. Not fictional scares.
No.
We're talking about true horror. The kind that, well, it comes from other people. We've got three pretty chilling real-life accounts, and they really highlight how sometimes the most terrifying things, they're not monsters or ghosts.
They're human, disturbingly human.
Exactly. So as we go through these, kind of keep that in mind. What is it about the human element here that really gets under your skin?
Okay, so our first story. This one takes us out to Arano Forest, Colorado. Deep woods.
Right.
It involves two cousins. The narrator, he was 22, and his cousin Cody, who was 23. They wanted a proper wilderness trip, so they went midweek, avoid the crowds. Cody was an Eagle Scout, apparently, so we had the camp set up super fast.
Experienced.
Yeah, the narrator admitted he took a bit longer, but they got the fire going. Cody's cooking steak, burgers. Sounds pretty good, actually.
Ideal setup. Totally. Classic rock playing softly. The narrator said it was just a good vibe, peaceful. They had bear spray, for safety. But Cody had this warning. He said, the real thing you got to worry about in the middle of the woods is other people.
Chilling foreshadowing, really.
So dusk settles. It's getting dark. They're playing Uno by the fire. And then they hear it. Distinct humming. And footsteps, not animal footsteps, human.
Definitely human.
Moving, like just beyond the trees near their camp. The narrator hits pause on the music, grabs for his flashlight, but by the time he finds it, the sounds, they just kind of fade away.
That shift, right, from ambient noise to something intentional, that's the first real jolt, the awareness you're not alone.
Right, and Cody knew it too. He said it was definitely unusual for someone else to be this deep in the woods, let alone creepily walking by a campsite with an active campfire humming loudly.
Yeah, creepy is the word. But then it got worse. A stick, like a big stick, gets thrown right into their campsite.
Whoa, okay, so that's not just passing by. No way. Cody yells out something like, hey, who's messing with us? Trying to sound tough, They hear footsteps retreating, running off. But the feeling, it doesn't go away. After that, they keep hearing these sounds, tree branches cracking, way off in the distance.
But not like an animal would make them.
Exactly what the narrator said. Sounds you would never expect an animal to be making.
Okay.
It's obvious. Someone was out there.
Or maybe multiple someones.
Yeah, maybe multiple people. Which is even worse.
That escalation, throwing the stick. It's not just presence, it's interaction. Aggressive, like a taunt.
Yeah, like testing them.
Yeah.
So their nice camping trip said, well, it's over. Now it's tense. They figure, okay, we got to stay awake. But maybe not both of us all night. Let's take turns. Cody takes first watch, sits by the fire, reads a book. The narrator tries to sleep in his tent. And this is the part that really sticks with the narrator. He wakes up middle of the night, still kind of groggy, and he sees a head peering into his tent through the mesh.
Oh, man.
His first thought, half asleep, it's Cody checking on him. So he mumbles, is it my turn?
Like you would.
Right. And then silence. The tent zipper just zips up fast. Zip. Head's gone. Starts drifting off again, but then this weird moment of clarity, he called it. It hits him.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. Cody isn't there. The fire's dead outside. He scrambles over, checks Cody's tent, pulls back the flap, and Cody's fast asleep.
Out cold.
Oh, that realization.
Total goosebumps. He said he just started shaking Cody violently awake because that head, it wasn't his cousin.
And that's fascinating psychologically. Your brain tries to make it safe, familiar. You want it to be Cody.
Right.
But that sudden snap, the realization, it's an unknown, an intruder in that vulnerable state. Deep in the woods, it's terrifying. It's the invasion of your safe bubble by something truly alien, utterly disorienting.
Absolutely. And Cody, once he's awake, he admits he must have dozed off. He's freaked out too, obviously. So plan B. They huddle together in Cody's tent, bear spray ready, and then the narrator hears it again. Faintly. That goddamn humming just outside the tent.
They just stayed there, awake, listening. For 3 hours. He said long, horrible hours, waiting for dawn.
I can only imagine.
As soon as it was light enough, they packed like crazy, got out of there fast. The narrator hasn't been wilderness camping since. Just says people are just too scary.
Understandable.
That image, the head looking into my tent, he said it felt straight up from a nightmare. It wasn't a dream. Okay, let's shift gears. From the deep woods to the beach. Seems idyllic, right?
Usually is.
This story involves 4 friends. They rented a beach house in Florida, right on the sand, nice and private. They're having a great time. Beach days, swimming, throwing a football around, just relaxing.
Living the dream.
until late one night. They're playing football on the beach again, maybe around midnight, and the narrator sees someone, standing out in the ocean, like waist deep, just standing there.
In the dark.
Yeah, only lit by the moon. He points it out. His friends see it too. Weird, but maybe. Okay. A little later, he and his friend John are sitting on the deck, and they see someone else, or maybe the same person, standing on the beach now, motionless, facing the house.
Okay, that's getting closer, more direct.
John keeps an eye on it. The figure doesn't move for a while. Finally, the narrator yells out, "Is everything okay?" Nothing. No reply. That's when they get, quote, officially creeped out. They head inside, lock up.
That progression is key. Distant figure in the water, then closer, static, watching. It changes from weird anomaly to potential surveillance. Feels much more intentional.
Yeah, and the feeling of being watched. It followed them inside. Then the narrator goes to his bedroom. Window looks out onto the beach, the deck area. He looks out.
Yeah.
And there's someone. He describes a male figure standing right there in front of the back deck, facing the house. And it looked like he was facing his window specifically. He yells for John. John comes running. They both look. Person's gone. Vanished. Narrator shuts the blinds. Fast. Tries to calm down. But then comes the worst part. He's lying in bed, trying to sleep, and he hears it. A knock. On his bedroom window, he said it was a sickening sound of a fist knocking.
Not just a tap, a fist.
Right. Then applause.
Why?
Then another light set of knocks on the glass, like a tap tap.
Wow. Physical contact right on his window.
He didn't look. He said he didn't dare lift the blind. Who would?
No way.
He just jumps out of bed, runs to the living room, starts screaming for everyone to wake up.
This really raises the question of intent, doesn't it? From distant observation to direct. Physical intimidation at the bedroom window. It's moved way past just looking. That's a violation designed to terrify. What were they trying to achieve? What was next?
Exactly. What was next? If he had lifted that blind. So all four of them go charging out onto the deck, flip on all the lights, check the beach. Around the house, nothing. Nobody.
I like it.
They left the backyard lights burning all night long. The next day, they're still shaken. He and John go talk to the nearest neighbors. Just ask, have you seen anything weird? And one neighbor tells them about this genuinely freaky encounter just the week before. Someone came to their door, middle of the night, knocking, wouldn't answer when they called out, just kept knocking and knocking.
So a pattern, or at least similar behavior nearby.
That was enough for them. They had packed up, cut the vacation short, left the next day. And the narrator says he still wonders what I would have seen if I had lifted the blind. That unknown, that's the horror that lingers.
Okay,
our last story. This one hits differently. It's about vulnerability.
Sure.
A child alone.
Always deeply unsettling.
And narrator was just 9 years old, home alone one evening, playing GameCube. His mom had one strict rule when he was alone.
Yeah.
Never answer.
Door.
Yeah. So the house phone rings. He checks the caller ID. It's his mom's cell number.
Yeah.
Okay. He picks up. But the voice, it's a woman, but it sounds off. Weird. She asks for help with groceries, calls him sweetie, twice, in this really unnatural way.
Impersonating the mom.
Trying to, but badly. He instinctively asks, "Why do you sound like that?" and hangs up. He just knew. My mom would never use the word sweetie like that.
Kid's intuition. Smart kid.
Phone rings again. Mom's number again. His heart's pounding now. He ignores it. Few minutes pass. Phone rings a third time. Different number this time. Unknown. He picks it up. It's a man's voice. "Hey, James," using his name. "I know this is going to sound weird, but it's your dad. I'm outside."
Oh my God.
His dad died when he was 3.
That's just cruel. Pure manipulation.
He was stunned. Just managed this week, and hung up. Immediately. Then the phone just keeps ringing. Again. Different numbers. He ignores them all. It was terrifyingly clear.
Someone had her phone. And they knew things.
They knew his name. They knew about his dad.
The level of planning here. It's chilling. Using the mom's number, the name, the deceased father. It's calculated psychological warfare against a child. It's not random.
And then it gets physical. Knocks. Start on the front door. Hard knocks. And he hears the man's voice, muffled, outside, calling his name. James. Repeating, "It's your dad."
Trying to lure him to the door.
Then the doorbell rings. Over and over. And then he hears someone attempting to open the door, rattling the knob, trying to force it. This 9-year-old kid, terrified, he does the absolute right thing, grabs the phone, dials 911.
Thank goodness.
The operator hears the panic, tells him, "Hide, lock yourself in a room. Now." He runs into the first floor bathroom, locks the door, turns off the light, hides, just listens, and he hears them. moving around the house outside. He hears them struggle at the bathroom window, trying to get in. Then they move on. Trying, he said, every window and door in the house, testing everything. He even notes, looking back, if anything were to have been unlocked, the story would have had a very different outcome.
Absolutely. That's a terrifying thought. In connecting this back, the source suggested maybe they saw personal info, like a picture on the mom's stolen phone, with her kids.
Right. Using that to get the name, the family details?
It's plausible. This disgusting, creepy couple, as the source calls them, using stolen info to try and trick a child out of the house, it goes beyond just a break-in attempt. It's a profound violation of trust, of safety, exploiting a child's innocence in the most predatory way. It's just deeply disturbing.
And he mentions a couple because he heard the man's voice on the phone and at the door. And the woman's voice on the first call. Clearly, there were two people involved. They eventually gave up. Before the police got there, police came, investigated, found nothing, of course. His mom comes home with his little sister, finds the police, hears what happened, panicked, confirms her phone was stolen earlier.
The pieces click into place. Horribly.
And after that, his mom didn't leave him home alone at night for years, understandably. So 3 stories. Camping trip, beach house, home alone, very different settings.
But a common thread.
Exactly. These aren't just stories, are they? They're moments where real people stared into a very human kind of darkness. So what does it all mean? I think it just highlights that sometimes the threat isn't supernatural. It's right here. It's us.
It shatters that sense of safety we rely on. In nature, at home, on vacation. These places we think are secure.
The real horror is that violation, isn't it? That intrusion into your space, your trust. Leaves a mark.
Absolutely. These perpetrators weaponized normalcy, didn't they? The cousin checking in, the neighborly knock, the call for mom. They twisted the expected into the terrifying. Which brings up that unsettling question. What chilling truths about ourselves, about human potential for malice, do these stories reveal? How do we grapple with the fact that sometimes the real monsters, well, they look just like us?
That's a heavy thought. That the most unpredictable and sometimes the most dangerous element is the human one. Well, thank you for joining us on this pretty unsettling deep dive today. We hope these accounts gave you something to think about. Maybe double check those locks tonight.
For more captivating and, chilling true stories like these, please do like, share, and subscribe to Horror Docs. You really won't want to miss what we uncover next.